I love you so much.
You don't have to say it.
No, I should have said it well before now.
I love you.
James attempted suicide on the ship the night before we docked.
No.
He's looking for answers. You have to find a story he can believe.
This lie is a version of the truth. Before we got married, I was in love with someone.
All this time, I thought it was me.
Well, I want you at the hospital, and I'll fight to keep you there.
Enough to make her your enemy too?
She saved his life.
And now she threatens to ruin it.
And you repay her by running her out of town. I don't want it to come between us.
But it's a risk you're clearly prepared to take. Go on, get out.
Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
Jack, good morning.
Morning. Before breakfast.
Yes. I felt it might be appropriate to offer an apology for my behavior last time we met. I apologize. Hello?
But?
Oh, there are no buts. You made your case regarding Miss Adams, and while I disagree strongly, it is your decision to make. I will be watching to see how things proceed.
That sounds like a but to me.
I hope she rewards your confidence, Jack. There is nothing worse than taking a chance on someone who disappoints, is there? Good morning.
Sorry about that. Where were we?
It's a heavy patient load. Do you think you can manage it?
I'll let you know if I can't.
I might join you for the maiden voyage.
I think she's more than up to the challenge, Doctor.
Okay by you?
You're the boss.
I'll be out in a tick.
I miss you at the house.
You know what happened?
No, but I know Doris. So where will you stay?
I'm not sure yet.
You won't give us a second go. Well, good luck for today.
Thank you. So I assume this has something to do with Elizabeth? That was her on the phone, or do you chaperone every nurse on her first day?
She called to apologise. Cross my heart. She works in mysterious ways.
And yet here you are. So something about it worried you?
If it happens to get around that you don't have her blessing, I want it known you well and truly have mine.
Then thank you.
I'm sorry I'm late.
In your condition, morning apologies are not required.
Is everything all right?
Yes.
Now that we're all here, considering recent events, I think it's best we avoid Sarah Adams until she has a chance to get settled.
What does that mean? We can't see her?
For the time being.
Eminently sensible.
Whatever you think's best.
You had me running to the station after her yesterday.
Nothing personal
And now
against
this.
Drop it.
No, I will not. It's absurd. You know she's my friend.
She's an acquaintance.
Mother?
You shot your horse.
You're not helping.
You've made your wishes clear. That's quite sufficient explanation.
It's not fair.
The subject is closed.
Anna, it is for the best. For now. And I'm running late for the knackering.
Mind if I come?
I'll meet you at the sheds.
I'll just get changed. See you later, darling.
Excuse me?
Is there some tidal pull I'm unaware of?
Father?
I know what you're going to say.
Oh, you are just like grandmother, refusing to even listen.
There's nothing more to be said.
Do you have any idea how infuriating it is to be the only one not let in on something but expected to go along with it?
Sarah revealed something which has caused tension with your grandmother.
About what?
Anna?
About who?
Anna, please.
It's James. Well, it's not me. And if she's telling grandmother it isn't her, you've got nothing to hide, and she hardly knows Olivia, so it's James.
And some things need to remain private, even within the family.
Like his lover in London? He was so miserable on the ship, I put two and two together. Does Olivia know?
They discussed it last night. I believe she's been very understanding.
She must need someone to talk to.
She'll ask if she does.
I'm going to offer.
Anna, please.
I'm a grown woman. It's time you stop being so shocked when I act like one.
The Goldbergs.
Only ones of your lot around. Denise Leah has TB.
She's not in a sanatorium.
Well, the thing she went through as a little one, but she's treated at home.
I see.
It's a grim story.
I'm sure they'll tell it if they want to.
They thought it was better for business to lose the Berg.
Leia, you have guests.
Hello.
Hi. Should I stay?
That's up to you.
It's all right, Auntie. I'll be outside if you need anything.
Thank you.
Now just ignore me. Or your sister. Don't be too tough on her.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Sister Adams. But why don't you call me Sarah, since we'll be seeing so much of each other?
You're prettier than the last nurse.
Well, you're prettier than my last patient. Just don't tell him that.
I'm getting better, I think. Slowly.
Well, that's good. I'll take your temperature first, all right? You like films, I see.
I wish I could go. I hate being trapped in here.
Well, it's not forever. You know, when I lived in London, I used to go to the pictures 4 or 5 times a week.
That's a lot.
It's good to forget the real world sometimes.
Have you seen Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
With Marilyn Monroe, not yet. You all right?
Marilyn's my favorite, but I'm not allowed to put her pictures up. Auntie calls her a loose woman.
Well, I'll make you a deal. When it comes out here, I'll go see it and tell you all about it, all right?
Just don't tell Auntie.
No talking.
Sorry, can we talk? I was just tidying up. In my experience, it works much better if you come up with the lie before you get caught snooping. I wasn't. So don't be embarrassed, I'd do the same. Did you at least get to see what she looks like?
What do you mean?
I'd be looking for a photo of her too if I were you.
You knew about her.
I guessed. I'm not a total twit. Olivia, I am so sorry. I
No,
didn't
perhaps
at
you're
all
right.
mean
You saw what I couldn't, and I'm his wife. She must be something, mustn't she? To have made him love her so.
But he married you, didn't he? He chose you.
Did he? Or did he just settle on me because he couldn't have her?
No, don't say that.
He said she was unsuitable. In what way? What could have made him love someone who was so wrong for him? I need to see who she is.
Was.
I know James, and I can't imagine him not keeping some sort of memento. He will have a photo. Somewhere.
She's getting better.
Do you think?
It's a long road ahead, but she's optimistic, and that's a good thing.
There are days when she's not so hopeful.
Well, I'm here to help with those.
A small thank you. Oh, strudel.
I make excuses to drop by just so I can get this. Should be opening a bakery, not just sewing.
Well, we never just sew. If there's anything you need in that way, it would be our pleasure also.
Grace and Dank. Das gegeben mit der guten Art.
Du sprichst Jiddisch?
I'm Jewish.
Are you Jewish? No. Jewish. You're not Jewish.
Well, you must join us for Shabbos, yeah?
I would love to.
Oh.
I reckon you made their day.
They made mine. So next is Eve Walker and her son Colin. She's 8 months pregnant. He's diabetic.
First, though, there's someone not on the list. Lives across the road. He's a mate. We serve together.
Why don't we take him some strudel?
Your predecessor had her problems with him.
Why?
His troubles are mental, not physical. He was a POW, BMSIM Railway.
That sort of experience can break the best of men.
Been in and out of institutions, beat the grog. Now he won't leave the house.
It's not really my area.
You have a way with you.
How long since you went out?
About 2 months. This is it. Tried my best to buck him up.
You've been keeping your eye on him then?
Dropping every day after work. Bill! Just me. He's having a good day. The wireless hasn't been on for weeks. Long knock.
Jack,
I'll wait for the police. You finish your rounds.
I'd rather stay.
I'm fine.
He was your friend.
Take the car, do your job, please. Get your stuff, go.
I always thought your grandmother would have been a natural for this kind of work.
She's subtle, but just as effective.
That said, she was there when you needed someone. I wasn't.
I didn't give you the chance.
I meant when your mother died. I didn't talk with you, Anna. Didn't deal with it. No more secrets for us.
No more secrets. Good.
How long have you been there?
I've never seen you like that before.
Like what?
Like you'd look if I wake up with you. And don't worry, I don't want to read your diary.
It's not a diary. I'm not a child.
Oh, why are you so angry?
You scared me. I told you it wasn't a diary.
I've heard of this book. It's a dirty book.
No, it's just honest.
Something shouldn't be written about.
Oh, God, you sound like an old man.
Well, dirty's dirty, no matter how old you are.
And dirty can mean the mind. You should read it.
I don't want to.
Well, how do you know it's dirty if you haven't read it?
I know what Father Joe would say.
Father Joe.
But this is banned. You can get arrested for having this. Where did you get it?
We visited Auntie Carolyn on the way home, and I took it when she wasn't watching.
And stealing, too. You shouldn't have this.
Gino, please. Ooh, Gino. And it's not filth, despite what they all say.
But why would you read such things?
All it talks about is what we all feel and do. Read it and tell me you've never had those thoughts. Never wondered. Go on, read it. And if you don't like it, I'll throw it away.
Promise.
Yes. I think I'll go for a walk.
You wish to see me?
Yes, you and James have been sent a gift.
From whom? Henry Swanson, a friend of the family.
I wouldn't exactly call him that, but he has tried to lure George into politics on numerous occasions.
It's too much.
It is a very generous gesture. Oh, nothing, dear.
He hardly knows, James.
Exactly. Well,
Well, what? It's a thoughtful gift.
you're being obtuse because you're still angry with me. Think about it.
A gift can be just a gift.
Now, Sir Henry is a politician. Everything he does has a purpose. The question is, what?
Well, I haven't seen Sir Henry since he wanted me to run for the House. Perhaps he's gearing up for another attempt.
No. This is a personal approach, which suggests his intentions are personal too.
Let's just have it, Mother.
Sir Henry has a son, quite the golden-haired child.
And?
And unless I've misheard, he is proving an elusive target on the marriage market. Perhaps they're looking for the right girl.
Anna.
Well,
I now know why it's banned.
it's not all like that part. It's wonderful writing.
Do women really have such thoughts?
Yes,
Do you?
sometimes.
With me?
Is that wrong?
No?
You do too?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with things like that. See? Doesn't mean that we should do them. yet.
Yes. Can't be finished already.
I wanted to check on you.
That's with the police now. Bill's records, no use now except for the coroner.
It's not your fault what happened, you know that.
This isn't a conversation we should have.
You can't be all right. You saw that man every day.
No, I didn't. I didn't see him yesterday. I was out looking for you. That was unfair. I shouldn't have told you.
If it's the truth?
We think we know people, don't we? So sure of their limits. I'm sure you got things to get on with, sister.
Music?
Look what a friend of your father's sent. He even included this, the anniversary waltz, to play every year on a special day.
Sir Henry Swanson did this.
And his wife. Isn't that lovely? No?
I just wouldn't have taken him for the sentimental type.
Your grandmother was the same.
What?
Suspicious. You all get this look about you.
I'm sorry. No, you're right, it is. It's lovely, honestly.
It's just that London was all politics and favours. I hoped it would be different here.
London is in the past. Like that woman. Concentrate on anniversaries and babies and not on anything back then.
I'm trying.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm thanking the Swansons for their generosity.
And are there any intentions to return the kindness?
We're inviting them up for a weekend.
Are we?
We are. If there's nothing else.
I don't mind Anna being exposed to options, but I won't have a barter.
It's high time Anna took the next step into womanhood, and it's my duty to help her. But
Dr. Duncan, I was just coming to see you. Are you all right? Poor Mr. Gregory.
I'm fine.
Are you sure, Doctor?
Doris!
I'm sorry. I know I can sometimes be a little curious, but I'm honestly just worried about you.
I'm fine, really.
Such a shock. Such a tragedy. And Miss Adams was with you, I hear. I see, yes, well, if a couple would help, you always know where to find me.
Rugged first day.
Baptism by fire.
Doris is around chewing the ear off the patients, but I think she's here to see you.
Might have to slip out the back door.
Sister Adams. Alma, dear, perhaps a moment alone.
No worries. Good luck.
Mrs. Collins.
A dreadful day. I hope you don't judge our sleepy little town on one misfortune. And perhaps you might extend the same indulgence to me. If I overstepped the mark, if indeed I did, I promise never to do so again. I cannot see you homeless.
I have a room, thank you, at least for now.
Indeed, indeed. With Mr. Briggs, I hear. Ah, well, I suggest nothing, of course, but others may.
I'm happy with the way things are.
Perhaps on a day like today, it's better to forgive and forget.
I'm sure.
Sister?
I am sure.
I see. Well, no one can say I didn't try. I only hope that tongues less charitable than mine don't make you regret your decision.
If you ask me, he's definitely buttering you up for Parliament.
Why didn't you do it when he asked you before?
Oh, I'll leave that life to those with the stomach for double talk and hypocrisy, I think.
Sir, could I have a moment?
Of course.
Well, if you ask me, I think you're all being very cynical. The wedding gift was a token between equals, nothing more. I hope you manage more civility when they come to visit.
They're coming here.
Is that such a surprise?
I remember you saying you couldn't stand Mrs. Swanson. Prudence. You said her name said everything about her.
Well, you, miss, should not be listening at keyholes.
Yeah, but she did say it.
Oh, short but sweet.
Grandmother's been caught out.
George?
Bill Gregory was found dead this morning.
Crazy Bill.
Oh, Anna.
Well, that's what people call him.
That's no excuse.
He used to work for us.
How did it happen?
Norman, I didn't have the details.
Such a terrible waste.
I thought it best not to say too much in front of James. I'll take him aside.
Or perhaps seeing the hurt this causes will steer him away from any more foolish thoughts of his own.
Perhaps.
Oh, Jack will take it very hard.
We found the body, apparently.
Will you order me the car, please, George?
Where are you going?
Now, please.
Sarah?
Not quite.
What are you doing here?
Asking you the same question.
Bill's body stunk of it. 4 years and not a drop. And this.
We gave up, Jack. I hope you haven't. Tell me you haven't.
Came home from the institution last time fixated on this ritual. We'd sit every night, the bottle between us. He wanted to stare his demons in the eye.
They finally consumed him.
Only when I wasn't here.
You want to walk that same road? I won't watch it.
So go!
And let you sit in a dead man's house feeling guilty about something you couldn't prevent. It was his ritual. The poor man is dead.
You think we did this just for him? Huh?
Jesus, you bloody mad! I pulled you to your feet once. I literally dragged you out of the gutter, and I am damned if I will let self-pity pull you back down.
That's what this is?
Then what is it? I saw what the war did to you, and I see you now. You go home and you grieve your friend, like the man you are now, not the man I saved you from.
Bill Gregory to you, Lord, though he strayed far from the flock. We hope in your forgiveness his sin can be overlooked and his soul come to rest at last. Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, you have given us hope of the resurrection to eternal life. In your keeping are all those who have departed in Christ. We here commit the body of our brother to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
If looks could kill, they'd be digging your grave right now.
I assume she was behind this happening.
That's what they're saying.
She really is a study in contradictions. A very disappointing turnout, Mrs. Bly, but understandable, given how he died.
It was very good of you to come, Mrs. Collins.
Some may think differently, but I believe what you did was very fine indeed. Seeing him buried in hallowed ground.
I don't understand.
But I'm sorry, I thought... We assumed... Perhaps not. Okay.
I'm proud of you, Mother.
I simply did what was required.
The good Reverend looked as though he'd swallowed a lemon.
Bill Gregory is properly at rest. That's what counts.
Yes. I'll meet you at the car.
George.
Sarah. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I hope you don't feel we've put you out with the milk bottles.
Not at all.
I'm relieved to hear that.
I hope my revelations the other day didn't cause too many problems.
Quite the opposite. It seems to have brought James and I closer.
Well, that is good news. On a day we could do with some.
Well, I suppose I should be going.
I suppose so.
Now that you're settled, I wonder if I might pay a visit. After all, you do have my dog, and I'd like to know that he's recovering.
Well, I'm sure Lucky would be delighted to see you. At any time.
I imagine the church building fund is looking pretty healthy.
Oh, let's just say the Reverend came to understand that Bill deserved no less, considering what he sacrificed for his country. And you?
Fine. Sarah's been a help.
Help, wherever it comes from, has its value. At times like this, I am here for you too. You know that.
Baruch Asoi Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahodlik ner shel Shabbos.
Amen.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Here you are. Call if you need anything.
Thank you, Auntie.
Can we have a moment, please?
Oh, of course.
I brought you something. Don't worry. I asked your aunt. She said it was all right.
It's beautiful.
There's a thing called television in London now. It's like going to the pictures at home. Soon you'll be able to watch Marilyn from your bed. Won't that be something?
But I like going to the pictures. Maybe when I'm better, we can go together.
I'd like nothing more.
Make sure you come and say goodbye before you leave. Even if I'm asleep, say goodnight.
Of course I will. Promise. Leia's very special.
Yeah, she is.
For years, she seemed so frail. Since the X-ray van came.
The TB in her lungs, from her time in the cell.
She was hidden from the Nazis for years.
That suffering and still so optimistic.
Her parents? Taken. Gone.
Who can find the words?
I know. We assumed you were here during the war, safe.
Oh, we don't mean to bring up any bad memories.
Of course. I was in Ravensbrück 2 years.
You survived.
A part of me did.
Oh, James, I won't be joining you for dinner if you could pass on my apologies.
Yes. Grandmother, I want you to know that Bill Gregory's death has made its point with me. I don't want you worrying.
Good. I'm glad. Because I wouldn't fight for your place in hallowed ground. Moral cowardice deserves no reward. Now, George.
Where are you off to?
Out. Oh, I had word from Prudence Swanson. They'd love to visit.
Just the two of them?
She suggested they bring their son. How nice.
Anna.
Of course.
Come in. Dinner?
Soon. Anna.
James?
Always make your own decisions, do you hear me?
What's going on?
Nothing, just if there's something that you want, that you really want, or someone, be brave, make your own decisions.
Andrew Swanson?
Who knows, maybe he'll be a catch, but if not...
Don't worry. I won't do it.
Good. At least one of us should have what they truly want. Didn't come out right. You know I'm mad for Livy.
About Livy.
Yes?
Help her, this isn't easy.
I know that.
You have told her everything.
Yes, of course. We're fine.
It might help if she could put a face to whoever it was.
I very much doubt that. Stay out of it. Please. Time to get out.
I'm almost ready.
You've been having a sentimental moment.
I was just looking through our wedding photos. What are we having for dinner?
Don't know. Lamb?
I've eaten more sheep since we arrived than I have in my entire life. I yearn for a plate piled high with venison. Can you get venison in Australia? It was a wonderful day.
Yes, it was. I'll see you downstairs, shall I?
I won't be a moment.
It's taken me 8 years to speak of the things I did tonight.
And how do you explain to those who can't even imagine such things?
I've had the opportunity before. It's strange. I'm not sure why I finally felt able to.
Time.
Perhaps.
Beschert?
fate. Belonging somewhere again. Thank you.
It's rather late to be here, isn't it?
What can I do for you?
If you ever need the ritual, you just ask. You never have to face your demons alone.
Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold